Okay pa
The
ba?
answer is letter, the answer is
Instruct niya
letter
lang
B.
ako. Ayan.
Letter
Letter?
B. Letter B. Can we
This one
submit?
pa?
Are we good
Submit?
with that? Yes. Click
Okay.
submit. Correct. That's right. Can you raise it up, Ging? Ging?
Naputol ata siya.
Naputol siya.
Naghang. Ayan, nakabalik na. Hi, gang.
Wala. Sorry,
Ay,
hindi ko
nawala na
masyado
pala
nakita when it
talaga.
comes to figures. Maliit masyado sa screen ko. Nawala na talaga siya, no? Mag-share ng screen.
Baka nag-block out sa kanya, nawalan siya ng net. Ayun na.
That's right. You can find $15 of interest paid under expenses. So let's open again the spreadsheet. Okay. Gain. Okay. According to Craig's December balance sheet, what is the total notes payable? So it's on the files, Ging. Can we open the file? December, naku, ang liit kasi. Sorry. Notes payable. Liabilities account. Okay. Sobrang liit. Notes payable, yes. That's 9,515. So let's go back to the question game, please. According to Craig's December balance sheet, what is the total notes payable? $9,794.05 notes payable balance total. B, 9,515 notes payable balance total. C, notes payable balance total. So majority of the answers is B.
B.
Can we choose B, Ging? Okay. Are we good with letter B? Okay. Submit. That's right. We find the notes payable balance total of 9,515. Open the statement to view. Select the spreadsheet. Oh, yeah. Let's open again a spreadsheet. Then what's the question again? Ging, can you go back please to the question? Where is this loan tracked and what is the total amount? So let's go back to the spreadsheet. Loan tracked and what is the total amount? Hindi yun. So sorry guys, napakaliit sa akin.
C.
495? Is that the 495? Okay, what is it? So A, 32,190. Okay. B, $1,000 in accounts payable. C, negative $485 in notes payable payments under financing activities. So the choice is
E.
okay. What's our answer, guys? Is it 32,190 in investing? activities, 100 in accounts payable, or negative 495 in notes payable, payments under
Negative
finance activities.
485.
Okay. So, yeah, that's 485. Okay. The answer is letter C. Can we submit? Okay, that's right. We're looking for a notes payable payment. We find 485 in notes payable payments under financing activities. So let's go to the next game, please. Craig's follow-up question. Thanks for showing me those statements. Now, another thing, I also made personal investment of 5,000 into the business. I want to make sure you are tracking that. Scenario number 2, owner investment. Tracking investment. Yes, let's take a look at your December investment together. Try it out. On December 28th, Craig invested $5,000 into his business. Track the transaction as a journal entry. Use the drop-down menu to update the appropriate cells in the tables. When you're finished, select Submit. Okay. So Craig's landscaping's checking. Let's click on credit gain. 5,000, then owner's investment, 5,000, and A for the credit side. Okay? Are we good? Can we submit? Oh, not quite. Okay, can we try again? Let's go back
Credit
to
po ang other investment. Debit ang checking.
wait. Oh,
Debit, itaas mo. Debit checking, 5,000.
okay.
Credit
Yeah.
owner's investment,
Sorry.
5,000.
Yeah, investment 5,000 into business. Yeah. Okay. Baliktad game. Let's change it into okay. Then owner's investment is credit. Okay, let's submit. Thank you. That's correct. Craig's owner investment tracking our transactions. After looking up Craig's investment in the financial documents provided previously, answer these follow-up questions. Open the attachment. Let's open the attachment ulit again, please. On the balance sheet, how much is listed for owner investments? So that's the question. Let's try to look at the on the equity section. Owner's investments. That's 52,108.96. Okay. Owner draws. Okay. 52,000. Okay. The choices are A, 5,000, B, $33,172.50, then C, $52,108.98. So what's the answer? As we can see, that's 52,108.98.
Letter C.
Letter C po. Thank you, King. Let's submit. Thank you. That's right. The balance sheet lists $52,000, 108.98 as his owner's investment. Why is Craig's owner's invested listed in more than for more than 5,000 on the December balance sheet? A, he actually invested a total of 52,108.98 in December. B, there were previous investments made and his total investment as of December 31 is $52,000, 108.98. C, 52,108.98 is the total of his business liabilities. So, okay, what's your answer, guys? So that's letter B. Majority B being. Okay, let's submit. Are we good with 52,108 submit? Okay, thank you. That's right. You can calculate that there were previous investments made before December. Which statement shows Craig actual owner investment for December? Balance sheet, profit and loss. Statement of cash flows. So the owner's equity is found in letter A, balance sheet. Okay, can we submit? Thank you. Oh, no, not quite. The statement of cash flows. Okay, so let's try again. Which investment? Can you go back to the question, Bing? Thank you. Which statement shows Craig's actual owner investment for December? Okay, so letter C, cash flows, either balance sheet or no, statement of cash flows. That's right. The statement of the cash flow shows Craig's 5,000 owner investment in December. Thank you, gang. Craig has all his questions answered. You are on your way to being a great bookkeeper. So let's go to the conclusion. Keep it up by completing, okay, the best way, by completing this glossary change, wala na, the best way to maintain information practice. So let's submit. So now let's go to the next. So that's already the practice exam. Okay, practice exam. Tracking expenses, obligations checking. Okay, let's begin. Hindi makita. Pero hindi ko makita, so blurred talaga. Okay. Which of the following statement? Number one, start na tayo. Question number one. Which of the following statements best describe the difference between assets and liabilities? Select the best appropriate response and select submit. A, assets are what the company owns and liabilities are what the company owes. So I think that this already fits the definition. Assets is what the company owns and liabilities are what the company spends. Letter C, assets are what the company invests and liabilities are what the company borrows. Assets are what the company produces and liabilities are what the company consumes. So letter A fits into the definition of assets and liabilities. Can we submit, gang? Thank you. That's correct. Assets are what the company owns and liabilities are what the company owes. This answer reflects the basic accounting equation, assets minus equals liabilities plus equity. Assets are the resources that a company can use to generate income or pay off debts. Liabilities are the obligation that the company has to pay back to creditors or suppliers. Let's continue, gang. Which of the following is an example of a non-current liability? Select the best response and then select submit. Accounts payable, A. These are generally short-term payables and paid within the normal accounting cycle. Mortgage payable, practically, these are always on a long term. Salaries payable is also current. Unearned revenue is also current. So the answer is letter B. Can we submit, gang? Thank you. That's correct. A mortgage payable is an obligation to repay a loan that is secured by a property. A mortgage payable usually has more than 1 year term and is classified as a non-current liability on the balance sheet. Can we continue, gang? Question number 3. Which of the following are considered as non-current liabilities? Select all that apply and then select submit. Letter A, a 6-month $10,000 loan from a bank at 10%. So the question is non-current liabilities, 6 months, so that's a current. Quarterly interest on a 100,000 loan. So that's also current. Lease, monthly lease payment for a 10-year lease. So, okay. C, bonds with a maturity date of 5 years. So that's non-current. Sales tax from a sale of 50,000 in goods. Taxes are paid actually within the normal operating cycle, so within the year. So employee pension. Employee pension is normally
Yes,
a
that's
long term.
yeah,
So, yes.
kasama yan.
Oh, yeah. So, employee pension, the answer actually is,
Yung C,
what's your
yung
answer?
monthly lease payment for 10-year lease. 10-year,
Yes.
matagal.
Matagal siya.
C, D,
A,
and
C, and D.
C, D, and
Ay,
ano ba to? A, B, C, D, E, F
quarterly.
pala. May F pa pala. F.
Kaya nga, meron pa pala. Ano ba yan?
Mali ako.
Natutuwa ko. A, B, C, D, E, F. So,
F
maturity.
pala yung
Yeah.
employees pension.
So,
Ayan. C,
monthly
D,
lease
F.
payment for a 10-year
Mali
lease.
ako dito.
Ako din mali. Bonds with
Dito, hindi.
maturity
Mali
date
type
of 5
ko.
years. Then, employee pension. Okay? Can we submit? Correct. Monthly lease payment for a 10-year lease, employee pension, and bonds with a maturity date of 5 years are all non-current liabilities because they are all due after 1 year. The other current liabilities, the others are current liabilities actually. Ang liit, sorry talaga. As they are all due within 1 year. So, let's continue game. Sorry guys. Parang naano yata ako kanina sa sa brightness ng ano ko.
It's
So,
okay, madam.
Number 4. Number 4. Stellar Consultants Incorporated is a service company that provides consulting and training to clients. On June 30, Stellar Consultants Incorporated had the following balances in its liability accounts. Accounts payable of 30,000, loans payable of 48,000, taxes payable of 10,000, deferred revenue of 12,000. On July 1, Stellar Consultants Incorporated pays 5,000 to one of its suppliers and 2,000 to the bank as part of the repayment of loan repayment. Question: what is the total amount of liabilities that Stellar Consultants should report in its balance sheet as of July 1? Okay, A, 93,000, B, negative 93,000, C, 23,000, D, negative 23,000. So let's go back. The total of the current liabilities is 30 plus 48, so that's 78, plus what you call this? 10,000. So 88. Tama ba? Deferred revenue, so that's 100 minus 5,000 and 2,000, 7,000, so that's 93. So what's our answer? 93. So that's letter A. Can you click submit, gang? Thank you. So that's correct. 93,000 is correct because it is the sum of all the liability accounts that Stellar Consultants Inc. has after the payments. Liabilities have a natural account balance of credit increasing with a credit and any decreasing with a debit entry. To calculate the total liabilities, we need to add all the credit balances in the liability accounts and subtract any debit balances. So let's continue. Question number 5. Okay. Alam, maliit talaga. Sorry, ha. Power Tool and Die Inc. is a manufacturing company that needs to purchase a piece of new equipment for $50,000. In June, the company obtains a 5-year loan with a total credit union from the total credit union and with an interest rate of 6% per annum compounded monthly. The loan requires equal monthly payments of $966.64 starting from the end of the first month. The company records the loan using the amortization method. Question: what is the journal entry that Power Tool and Die Incorporated should make at the end of the first month to record the loan payment? Select the best response and click submit. So A, debit interest expense 250.79, debit cash of 966.64, credit equipment of 966.64. B, debit notes payable of 966.64, credit cash of 966.64. C, debit interest expense 246.58, debit notes payable of 720.06, credit cash of 966.64, and the last is debit equipment 50,000, credit notes payable of 50,000. That's question number 5. So what's our answer? Debit interest expense 246.58, debit notes payable 720.06, and credit cash of 966.64. Letter C. Can we submit, gang? Thank you. Correct. The correct answer is debit interest expense 246.58, debit ano yan? Notes payable of 720.06, credit cash of 966.64. The interest expense is calculated using the following formula. Interest equals 50,000 times 6% interest times 30 days over 365 days. Okay, 50,000 times 246.58. The principal reduction is the difference between the total payment of 966.64 and the interest expense of 246.58. The cash outflow is equal to the total payment of 966.64. Let's continue, gang. Sobrang liit na pala pa. Ano ba yan? Question number 6, Selma owns a beauty salon and buys various products and supplies from different vendors. She records her purchases in her accounting system using either cash or accounts payable depending on the payment terms. Question: which of the following statements are true about the purchases? So, bumili siya ng... Okay, A, purchases are recorded as credits to accounts payable and debits to expense or assets. B, accounts payable purchases are recorded on credits to cash and debits to expense or assets. C, purchases are recorded as debits or cash and credits, expense or assets. D, accounts payable purchases are recorded as credits to accounts payable and debits to expense or assets. So, what's our answer? The answer is accounts payable purchases are recorded as credits to accounts payable and debits to expense or assets. Let's submit. That's letter D. Majority of the answers is D. Okay, submit, gang. Thank you. Correct. Accounts payable purchases are recorded when Selma buys goods or services on credit and will make payment in a future period. She increases her accounts payable liability with a credit and increases her expenses or assets depending on the nature of the purchase with a debit cash. Debit cash. Naku, hindi ko na makita. Sorry, ang liit na talaga.
Let me read na lang. Accounts
Okay.
payable purchases are recorded. Wait. When Selma buys goods or services on credit and will make payment in a future period, she increases her accounts payable, a liability, with a credit and increases her expenses or assets, depending on the nature of the purchase, with a debit. Cash purchases are recorded when Selma pays for the goods or services at the time of purchase. She decreases her cash, an asset, with a credit and an increase in her expense or asset with a debit.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to question number 7. Johan runs a small woodworking business and sells his products to or services on credit to customers on credit. He also buys wood, paint, varnish, and other supplies from various suppliers on credit. At the end of the month, he records his transaction in his accounting system. Question: which of the following transactions will increase his liabilities? Select the best response and then select submit. A, he pays $500 in cash to one of his suppliers. B, he receives $1,000 in cash from one of his customers. C, he buys $800 worth of wood from a new supplier on credit. D, he sells $800 worth of jewelry boxes to a regular customer on credit. So what's our answer? Majority of the answers is letter C. So let's select letter C, gang.
Correct. Buying goods or services on credit creates an account payable, which is a liability. The cash transactions do not affect liabilities. Selling goods on credit creates an account receivable, which is an asset.
Okay. So question number 8. Match its liability transaction with its effect on the accounting equation. Use the drop-down list to select the correct accounting equation, effect for its transaction, and listed, and then select submit. Sorry. Borrowing money from a bank. So let's click the drop-down list. Decrease assets, decrease liabilities. So borrowing money. So we increase our assets, and then increase our liabilities. So let's click on that. Then paying interest on a loan. Paying interest, so there's an increase in expense. Interest, yes, expense. What are the choices, gang? Sorry. Increase in assets, decrease in liabilities, okay? Then next is issuing shares of common stock. Gang. So that's the increase in assets and increase in equity. So the answer is, oh no. So that's it. Increase in assets. Oh. Can we review our answers? Borrowing money from a bank. Increase in assets, increase in liabilities. Okay. Paying interest on a loan. Decrease our assets, increase our liabilities.
Decrease assets, decrease
Decrease
equity.
equity.
Decrease in liabilities.
Because interest is expense.
Interest expense is in the equity section for the income and expense, sorry. Okay, so let's click submit. Are we good now? What's that one? Issuing common shares of stocks, increase in assets, then increase in equity. So that's right. So let's click submit. Correct. Borrowing money from a bank increase both cash, an asset, and loans payable, a liability. Paying interest on a loan decreases both cost and asset, and interest expense and equity account. Issuing shares of common stock increases cash and asset and common stock and equity account. So let's continue. So, question number 9. Payroll accounting terms. Match its definition with the correct term. Use the drop-down list to select the correct term for its definition and then select submit. The total amount an employee earns before payroll deductions. So that's the gross pay. Okay, the amount an employee takes home after taxes and other payroll deductions. So that's the net pay. Okay, and then the next is the process of paying employees, keeping track of employee compensation and related payroll costs and recording these transactions in financial journal entries. So that's a process of payroll process. Okay, the length of time for which an employee is paid, such as weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. So that's the pay period. A document that outlines the details of employees' pay, such as gross pay, net pay, withholding and deductions, and pay rate. A statement. So pay stub. Then the amount of money withheld from an employee's paycheck for taxes and other purposes. So let's click on withholding and deductions. The last is a legal process that allows a creditor to take money from an employee's paycheck to pay off debt. So wage garnishment. So our answers are gross pay, net pay, payroll, pay period, pay stub, withholding, and so I think that's good. Can we submit, gang? Thank you. Naku, ang liit na naman. Correct. Gross pay, the total amount of employee earns before payroll deductions. Net pay, the amount an employee takes home after taxes and other payroll deductions. Payroll, it is the process of paying employees, keeping track of employees' compensation and related payroll costs, and recording these transactions into financial journal entries. Pay period, the length of time for which an employee is paid, such as weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Pay stub, a document that outlines the details of an employee's pay, such as gross pay, net pay, withholding, and deductions, and pay rate. Withholding and deductions, the amount of money withheld from an employee's paycheck for taxes and other purposes. Wage garnishment, a legal process that allows a creditor to take money from an employee's paycheck to pay off the debt. Let's continue. Thank you. Then the next is question number 10. Which of the following statements is true about exempt and non-exempt employees under the Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA? Select the best response and then select submit. Okay. Exempt employee are subject to overtime pay, overtime benefits, while non-exempt employees are not. Okay, so that's wrong. Non-exempt employees are subject to overtime pay benefits, while exempt employees are not. Okay, so the correct answer is B, but then let's proceed with C first. Both exempt and non-exempt employees are subject to overtime pay benefits, but at different rates. So, okay. Then the last one is neither exempt nor exempt employees are subject to overtime pay benefits, but they have different minimum wage roles. So from the choices, letter B is the most appropriate one. So let's click on letter B. Correct. Non-exempt employees are subject to overtime pay benefits, which exempt employees are not. Thank you. So let's continue. So question number 11. Which of the following forms is used by independent contractors to provide their, their tax identification or TIN to the businesses that hire them? Select the best response and click submit. Okay, that's W, Is it W9 or W4, W2, 1099? Independent contractor, so that's W2. Okay, are we good on W2? W9, sorry. Submit. Okay, correct. W9 is used by independent contractors to provide their tax identification to the businesses that hire them. Let's continue. Sorry, kaliit. Which of the following, question number 12. Which of the following form is used by businesses to report payroll information on salaries, wages, tips, taxes to the federal government quarterly? Select the best response and then select submit. For A, Form 941, B, Form 944, C, Form 1040, then Form 1099. So the answer is letter A. Most of the answers are letter A. So let's select letter A, submit. Yes. Form 91 is used by businesses to report payroll information on salaries, wages, tips, and taxes to the federal government quarterly. Thank you. Let's continue, gang. So question number 13. You are a bookkeeper for a small business that uses payroll software to process its payroll. You need to record the payroll journal entry for the month of June. The payroll software generates a report that shows the following information to the employees for the employees' wages and taxes for the month. So, okay. Journal entry number A. So you click on that, selling debit. Okay. Salaries and wages expense, 10,500. FICA payable, 803. Federal income tax, 1,050. Sales, state income tax is 525, and SD payable, 105. Then credit cash, 8,017. So entry letter B, sales and salaries and wages expense, it's 8,017. FICA payable, 803. Federal income tax payable, 1,050. State income tax payable, SDI payable, 105. And credit to cash, $10,500. So what's the appropriate entry for this? Entry number letter A or entry letter B? Our choice is majority. Choose journal entry number A, letter A. Let's click on submit, gang. Okay. The correct entry is reflected in journal entry A. The salaries and wages expense account is debited for the total gross pay, which is an increase in an expense account. The FICA payable, federal income tax payable, state income tax payable, and SDI payable accounts are credited to the amounts withheld from the employees' paychecks, which are increases in liability accounts. The cash account is credited for the total net pay, which is a decrease in the asset account. So let's continue. Now, we are already on question number 14. Which type of business has no owners, only founders, or board members, and has net assets instead of equity? So this was already discussed. I think this is okay. Sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability, non-profit organization. So non-profit organization has net assets, doesn't have any equity. So let's submit letter D. Correct. A non-profit corporation has no owners, only founders or board members, and has net assets instead of equity. Let's continue, gang. Thank you. Question 15. What is the term for the money or assets given to the business by the owner or partners? Select the best response and then select submit. Capital contributions, retained earnings, dividends, and common stock. So I think capital contributions is the asset or in property or any or cash contributed by the stockholders in a corporation. So that's it. Or in a business. So that's it. So let's click on submit. Letter A is the answer correct. Capital contributions is the term for the money or assets given to the business by the owner or partners. Capital contributions may also be called shareholders' equity or owner's equity. Let's continue. Thank you, gang. So question number 16, what is the term for the owner's rights to the assets of the business after deducting all of the liabilities? A, assets, B, equity, C, liability, D, net assets. Okay? The best answer is letter B, equity. Let's submit. Are we good in that? Okay. Correct. Equity is the term for the owner's rights to the assets of the business after subtracting all the liabilities. Let's continue, gang. Thank you. Question number 17. You're the bookkeeper for Tom, who is a sole proprietor of a car repair shop. He wants to know how much money he made in the past year and how much money he has invested in his business. You have the following information from his financial records. He started the year with a balance of 25,000 in his owner's investment account. He invested another 10,000 in the business during the year to buy new tools and equipment. So the total now is 25,000. He withdrew 15,000 from the business for his personal use during the year. So 35,000 minus 15. So his income statement shows that he had a total revenue of 120 and the total expense of 80. So that's the profit and loss niya. So that's 40 plus 40 plus the remaining for the 25 minus 25 plus 10 minus 15. So, okay, the answer would be net income of 40, then owner's equity of 60. So, the figures actually came from that 25 plus 10 minus 15 plus the net income of 40. So, okay, let's submit. Letter B, net income 40,000, then equity of 60. Okay. Tom's net income for the year calculated by subtracting his total expenses from his total revenue as shown in the income statement. Total revenue of 120 less total expense of 80. So net income is 40. Tom's owner's equity at the end of the year is calculated by adding his owner's investment capital contribution and his net income and subtracting his draw as shown in his statement of owner's equity. Capital contribution 25,000 minus 10 plus 10,000 plus net income of 40,000 less draw of 15,000 equals a total of 60,000 for his owner's equity. Thank you. Let's continue, gang. Question number 18. Fit Trainers Incorporated issues 500 shares of common stock for $10 each. How does this transaction affect accounting equation? A, assets increased by $5,000 and liabilities increased by $5,000. B, assets increased by 5,000 and equity increases by 5,000. Assets decrease by 5,000 and equity decreased by 5,000. The next, assets decreased by 5,000 and liabilities decreased by 5,000. So, the effect is, and it's an increase assets increased by 5,000 and equity increased by 5,000. So that's letter B. Majority of the answers is letter B. Let's submit, gang. Correct. Assets increase by 5,000 and equity increases by 5,000. Issuing shares is an equity transaction that increases both assets, which is cash, and equity, which is share capital, by the same amount. The company receives cash from the investors and issues shares to them. Let's continue, gang. Thank you. Question number 19. The owner of a small nail salon invests $10,000 of their own cash in the business. How does this transaction affect the accounting equation? Select the best response and then select submit. Assets, so investment of 10,000 by cash. Okay. Assets increased by 10,000 and liabilities increased by 10,000. So this is not a liability. So out na yan. Assets increased by 10,000 and equity increases by 10,000. So this is, I think that's the one that fits the transaction. Assets decreased by 10,000 and equity decreased by 10,000. Okay, let's go to the next. Asset decreased by 10,000 and liabilities decreased by 10,000. So by investing 10,000 is asset is increased by 10,000 and then the equity is also increased by 10,000. So that's letter B. Let's submit gain. Okay. Oh, yeah, letter B is the answer. Okay. Assets increased by $10,000 and equity increases by $10,000. Investing capital is an equity transaction that increases both assets and equity, which is the owner's capital, and by the same amount. The owner contributes cash to the business and increases his or her ownership interest. Let's continue again to the last. Sorry, RST company withdraws 15,000 of cash from the business for personal use. How does this transaction affect the accounting equation? Select the best response and then select submit. As A, assets increased by 15,000 and liabilities increased by 15,000. Assets increased by 15,000 and equity and okay. And where is it? Hindi ko na makita. Assets increased by 15,000 and equity decreases by 15,000. Assets decreased by 15,000 and equity decreased by 15,000. Then the next is assets decreased by 15,000 and liabilities decreased by 15,000. So letter C is the correct answer. Assets decreased by 15,000 and equity decreased by 15,000. So let's submit. Okay, correct. Assets decreased by 15,000 and equity decreases by 15,000. Withdrawing capital is an equity transaction that decreases both assets, which is cash, and equity, owner's capital, by the same amount. The owner takes cash out of the business for personal use and reduces his or her ownership interest. So let's continue. First, oh, so we've got 100% results. Then congratulations, we've passed. I'm sorry for the okay, so let's click on next game. Congratulations, you have completed Intuit Academy OIC. Okay. Let's click exit. Can you click on that game? Oh, hindi na.
That will not process now. Pero we're
Completed na.
already done. Yes.
Yes,
So
we're already done.
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you Emma and
sorry.
Gang.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Q&A
Kasi
tayo.
ang liit.
Okay lang.
Ang liit ng
Sige lang.
tingin.
Meron ba tayong
tingin ko.
question dyan sa audience? If wala na pong question, i-relinquish na namin yung crown namin sa next team, kala Joel.
Okay.
Question, guys?
Thank you for sharing the knowledge.
Moving to the
Pasensya na
next
tayo,
team na.
Basta kasi Maliit talagang tingin ko, sunod parang glaring na yung ano, yung screen sa akin. Sa kanina
No
siguro
problem,
exam tayo.
sis. No
Ang
problem,
tagal ng
sis.
ano,
It's okay. Okay, let's ano na.
hindi ko tuloy
Welcome the
na-explain na
next
ito.
team. Or Chris would like to say something muna.
Nandiyan na ba?
Chris,
I think
natatay narinig.
he's still on church. Di ba nasa church siya?
Andyan na si Chris. Nakikita ko na,
Nakita
oh,
ko
yun,
siya
oh.
eh. Baka may
Chris, do you wanna say something? Our
sasabihin
team
siya
is
kay
already
Team
done.
Alma.
All right, thank you, Alma. Yeah, what do you call this? So thank you guys for, again, those who participated in the examination earlier. Zara has sent to your individual emails the result of the exam. So all that the questionnaires
Yes.
and the answers were also made available to you. For those who didn't quite make it, okay lang yan, no? Again, there's always a next time kasi forever na tayo dito, di ba? So, for those ano pa lang, getting warmed up, it's fine. Right? Ganyan talaga. May mga season sa buhay, right? Otherwise, everyone did a really good job. It was so impressive. Even myself, may mga mali kahit ako yung nag-proofread ng exam. Nagkamali pa din ako, guys. Ganun talaga. At saka may mas magagaling, no? Or mas may trained, and meron ding mga sineswerte sa mabilis na internet. But such is life. Anyways, and so I've been thinking we're gonna open internship as well for individual tax prep very, very soon. That's gonna be another announcement. That's gonna be another activity that I hope to really launch very, very soon. For those who were already working on the individual tax prep, the course that's in YouTube that's already complete, right? There were missed recordings. One that was missed was QBid, that I really regretted not having hit the record button because Liza made a great presentation. Otherwise, all others are made really, really good. HSA from Mitch, credits from the mother and daughter duo, Cherry and Shawnee. And there were a lot more depreciation by Glenn. Everyone did a good job. Those are the only ones I can remember. So please watch those recording and make sure that you understand, because the quizzes are going to be lifted from there. Also, I would want to share the meeting I had with Nima, because Nima is growing really big. He's now attending mga forums ng mga CPA sa US. And lahat ng mga hinahanap doon ay mga senior accountants. And I tell him, ang hirap talagang kumuha ng mga senior accountant, Nima, because they're not actively looking for a job. Because most of the senior accountants na nasa tax, employed na yan. They're no longer actively looking for a job. Right? So what we can do is introduce junior accountants to your set of networks. And then what you do is you under promise, we over deliver, right? Because wala man tayo necessarily experience, but again, the level of training that we have, yung nasa YouTube, guys, I'm telling you, it's really good, right? Hindi dahil bias ako, but if you scout from anywhere, wala kayong mahanap na course that the way that we did it yung nasa YouTube, right? So if you missed the actual classes in the past, kasi we started back in June, it's not too late. Yeah, you can always do the replays sa YouTube, and then supplement that with other materials that you could find online if you want to do the actual the simulated practice, right? And so yeah, that relates to my conversation with Nima, where I told him that we can work out possible internship with actual firm owners, So what he can do is like endorse some of you for a 1-week internship with a firm owner, parang trial run. And if the owner likes you, then he can take you as an employee, right? Because it's always the case. Ang hirap maghanap ng work kung wala kang experience, at hirap din makahanap on their part ng employee, because again, ang mga tax accountants ay very rare, right? In the Philippines, very kasi nga wala masyadong available na training na unlike bookkeeping na kapag natuto ka na, pwede ka na mag-work agad. Sa tax prep kasi manghirap because yung mga owners wala silang time mag-train. So they need someone who is a plug and play. Meaning kapag pasok mo, alam mo na, right? Ang hirap naman maghanap ng ganun na yung job description mo, hinahanap mo agad 1 year experience. Paano naman magkaka-experience yung iba? Hindi nga, wala nga chance makapasok, right? And so we're changing the game now. And so it's kind of nangungulit na si Nima sa akin kasi nga he needs people, but I cannot just endorse people because again, it's gonna ruin our name, right? Like just anybody, because like kahit pa sabihin mong may tax prep experience ka, and if you've only been doing it for 1 year, but there's such tax is just a huge area, right? Sometimes you don't know what we don't know, right? And so even pa sabihin mong senior yung yung target mong position, but you don't know that you're already at a senior level unless someone really sees how you do things and someone can assess what you know, right? And so that's the reason why I'm pushing for the internship to come earlier kasi tapos naman na tayo sa individual, right? So yung announcement ko ngayon is that if you have the time, lalo na yung actively looking for a job, lalo na yung mga, may mga clients na din na want to really upskill, spend some time on the individual taxation course in YouTube, and then later this week, we're gonna send you more information on where you can go to. Kasi ang problem sa YouTube, sabi ni Nima, is that hindi mo monitor who is actually making some progress, right? Kasi wala kang, unlike if you are in a Kajabi course, for example, where you can track who's, we can track your progress and we can embed questions as well or quizzes in between that could like gatekeep before you can move on to another topic, right? Because like if you're freely doing it in YouTube, you can be everywhere, right? There's no guidance kung ano yung mauna dapat, ano yung susunod, and you would not be able to objectively assess yourself as well in terms of your progress, right? Kung alam mo yung kung may mga quizzes in between, it would be very, very helpful to determine if you're making some progress, right? So I'm working with the team to expedite the upload of the recording sa Kajabi, because ang kagandahan sa Kajabi is that you don't have to upload the videos anymore. You just have to link the embed the YouTube video. So ang gagawin na lang ng team is mag-prepare ng mga questionnaires doon sa every after the video, so you can question it, you can answer the questions, and that would be like your gatekeeper to move on to the next. And that would also help us guide kung sino na yung patapos na, sino yung nasa simula pa lang, or sino yung ready na, kumbaga. Because I'm aiming for the internship to actually start as early as first week of October, kasi timing pa na mayroon pang pwedeng magpa-prepare ng personal return, kasi yung personal return deadline nun is October 15 pa, right? So pwede niyo pang maabutan yung actual preparation ng personal return. But just like bookkeeping, we want to filter for now the best of the best, right? Yung madali ng turuan because medyo comfortable na sa software. But then at least you guys na alam niyo na yung kumbaga yung process natin moving forward. You already know the direction, right? So kung hindi rin kayo mapili for the internship sa personal tax, okay lang yan because there will be some more as we go along. Okay? But know that there are opportunities waiting, right? There are opportunities waiting. And also, again, the problem is lagi yung experience, right? And I know I've shared this with you already that I have an LLC sa US. I registered it in New Jersey. And mag-1 year na siya ngayong November. And kung sino sa inyo marunong mag-build ng website using Wix or GoDaddy, I'm looking for some help to put up the website para we can use that LLC as para doon sa mag-intern as an employment certificate kasi verifiable yun, right? Like if a client would search if the firm really exists, then meron sila makitang website, and then if makita naman nila na EA naman yung nag-sign ng certificate, then there's also a way for everyone to actually check kung the EA is actually really an EA, right? And meron naman tayong mga YouTube na materials that, can serve as our portfolio that really the training exists, and the quality of the training they can also assess. Yun yung parang nagiging advantage natin. That I can see would really help some of you really get the employment, right? Not just the internship, but really going towards employment eventually, right? And kung marami kasi dito, mga CPAs na, right? This is no offense, ha? I don't mean to favor mga CPAs or mga accounting graduates. Kasi nga, di ba, boardless tayo. We accept anyone na kahit walang accounting background. However, pagdating sa business return kasi, may advantage talaga kapag accountant ka na or CPA ka because you have a really deep understanding dun sa financials, right? So, what I'm hoping to do, lalo na sa business na upcoming na course natin, if you can bring your CPA friends with you, right? We will invite yung CPAs naman nagbabalak na mag-shift towards online platform, right? Like, virtual work. At saka yung mga pagod na sa sistema ng BIR, di ba? Kasi nga, ang hirap pag sa BIR kasi, you already know what it is, how it works, right? So if we can bring them into or tag them along dito sa business course natin, sila na yung konti na lang yung ipapolish right? Kasi pag sinabing drill down to the GL, they would understand what the GL is. Alam nila yung hahanapin, alam nila yung adjusting entries, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is that sila yung mabilis ipasok, right? For employment, right? So once they get to unemployment levels, they will bring opportunities with them, right? So pag yung firm nila naghanap na ng ng other employees, alam na nila saan hanap, right? You know what I mean? They will be the ones who will open doors for many of us. You know what I mean? Kasi sila din yung madali nilang mag-train, right? And they can vouch for the quality of the training that we have. You know what I mean? Alam mo yung pag binigay mo yung resume doon sa employer at nagustuhan nila yung nirecommend natin na employee, yung employer maghahanap din pa yan ng iba or magre-recommend pa yan ng iba kasi 'di ba pang CPAs even sa Philippines may mga orgs kasi tayo, 'di ba? We revolve around same network, right? So they will recommend our training material, they will recommend people from our community, right? And what I'm saying is that yung mga season na, although hindi naman to exclusive talaga sa mga CPA kasi meron naman na hindi CPA but has been doing financials for several years, like Marie Chris, for example. Alam kong solid na siya sa paggawa ng financial statements. So she's not necessarily a CPA yet, but she's got it, right? So I'm not saying na exclusive lang talaga siya. I'm just generally speaking that if, again, kung CPA ka, that you've been practicing, you already have a really solid understanding of financials. So madali kang turuan, you know what I mean? And we can even do an advanced training for you guys separate doon sa mga wala talagang background at all. Kasi sometimes I feel like kung lahat tayo nasa isang room tapos may iba advanced na, and then I prevent myself from speaking yung complex stuff because na-overwhelm yung iba. You know what I mean? And the problem then with that is yung mga may alam na medyo nabobore na sila, right? So they lose their attention, they lose their grip because they feel like ang basic na nito na, di ba? So we lose their interest, and I don't want that to happen. So if we have enough people that we can say, oh, these ones are really ready, advanced na tong knowledge nila pagdating sa financials, then we can have a separate session and then separate session for everybody else. You know what I mean? There's no intention of discrimination, guys. It's just that it's a practical approach, right? It's a practical approach para lang ma-tailor natin yung approach natin, kumbaga ba. Are you guys getting me? And I hope I'm not offending anybody with that statement. You guys are good with that? Okay naman, right? Am I making sense? So, yeah, update lang tayo. But with the bookkeeping internship, I will reach out to the 10 starting tomorrow. And then after that, kasi 1 week lang naman yata yung internship kasi madali lang naman talaga yung QBO. Alam ko magagaling na yung nasa top 10. Mabilis na lang yan turuan. And then after that, we can go with the internship for the personal tax return and then proceed with the business tax course soon. Kasi right now sa bookkeeping, tapos na yata natin yung module number 2, right? We're going module 3 and then 4 lang ata ang module, tama ba?
Tapos na po 1, 2, 3. So we are on 4 na.
Okay. Grabe naman, hindi ko alam.
3 yung
Okay, good.
kina-Alma.
Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. So, 3 out of 4 ba? Or 3 out of 5, Marcus? Last module na. Okay, perfect.
3 out of
Very
4.
nice. So 3 out of 4 na pala. So I think we are on track, no? We're on track to what we planned na tapos ng September, tapos natin yung QBO na certification. But guys, it's not everything, ha? Just because natapos natin yung certification sa QBO, akala nyo alam niyo na yung bookkeeping. Hindi. Right? Like kanina, nag-bookkeeping quiz. 4 yung mali ko, right? Ako pa yung gumawa ng exam. So it doesn't mean na just because natapos na natin, alam na natin lahat. No, the learning doesn't stop, right? It doesn't stop. So, Jason 9 na sa kanya. Okay. Hindi madali yung exam. Kahit pa sabihin mong naka-confusing pa rin yung options. At saka minsan, basta di ba, pag kunyari, malaki yung finger mo, maliit lang yung space.
Oo. Yung pagpindot talaga. Tapos hindi mo na mabawi kasi pag isang pindot lang diretso na. So hindi mo na mabawi.
Exactly.
Mali.
Touch move na. So di ba? So,
kami. I-suggest
Ito lang edit.
kasi napag-usapan namin kanina, kasi nga ang isang factor doon, yung internet.
Internet pa.
Sasadya sana namin, i-rank mo muna siya ng 1 to 10. Tapos doon sa last 10, sa last slot, doon ka magbe-base sa pinakamabilis.
Miss Shoni, ni-rank ko na. Almost same. No worries.
Almost same. Ito pa isa.
1 to 8. 1 to 8 is still in the 10th. Nang dalawa lang yung medyo nalaglag doon. Tapos,
kasi mas madali ang QBO. Pero sa tax, sino nagseset ng time? Yung
same
app.
ata.
automatic na yun. Yung time
Automatic.
natin sa Kahoot,
kasi
Yung
automatic
app po, yung app.
mahirap kasi.
Bali nakaset siya 20 seconds. However, kapag lahat naka-answer na, automatic na siya magsa-stop. Like kunyari kanina, 78 yung nag-answer. Pag na-hit niya ng 28, yung 78, hindi na nahihintayin yung 20 seconds. Mag-move na siya sa the next. You know what I mean?
Kasi sa tax
at saka,
kasi
lang yan,
sa tax
you have
kasi
to be familiar. You have to be familiar with the system. At saka, in work naman din talaga, kailangan natin ng internet. Right? So, kailangan na natin mag-upgrade ng internet kung mabagal yung internet natin or find a better setup. Kasi in preparation na to, we're here because we want to work online, right? So, we invest in equipment. Dapat dalawang screen, right? Dapat dalawang screen already. Pangalawa, internet. So, this is also a test. Not a test, but this is for you to prepare dun sa actual work eventually. Right? And again, I'm excited to mentor a lot of, I hate to say the word mentor, no, but I can't find a better word. To mentor the good ones ng mabilisan, because we would want the best ones to start opening doors. You know what I mean? Ipasok natin sila sa door para sila naman magbukas ng door, ng window, ng roof, or whatever para sa inyo. You know what I mean? Right? Kasi kung ako lang mag-isa, kunti lang yung ma-open ko, di ba? Pero kung marami na ang na-i-employ na tax preparer, tapos mag-promote pa yan ng manager or maybe even owner in 2 or 3 years time, lahat tayo dito pwedeng ma-employ, di ba? You know what I mean? So, ganun lang yung approach natin, right? Hindi rin natin kayang lahat tayo magsabay-sabay, right? It's impossible, but we need to be strategic in our approach. All right, I think that's about it for me. Ang dami kong nalang sinabi. At may meeting pa ako with
Ito
Zara.
pa,
And
kasi ang
this.
QBO kasi iba sa tax. 'Di ba? Ang tax may mga questions na mahahaba, tapos yung mga choices is mahahaba. Kaya kung magse-set ng time yung app, dapat mas mahaba din yung ise-set. Kasi 'di
Sige,
ba
habaan
sa amin
natin
sa
yung tax.
oo. Kasi sa di ba sa review namin, kung minsan nakaka 1 minute na wala pa nag-a-answer ng question. Sabi ko, kaya tatanong ko, where is
Kasi
your
hindi
answer?
makuha yung computation. Hindi namin makuha yung computation sa
Mahirap din
choices.
naman.
Kasi,
Mahirap din naman talaga
Mag-ready
yung sa
kayo.
AA. Mahirap yun sa AA. Wag naman natin ganun kahirap.
sige.
Kasi toward talaga for exam.
Salamat.
Yung sa ano naman, US tax prep natin na exam, like kanina sa QBO, hindi naman siya mahirap guys, di ba? Lahat naman, halos lahat nakakapag-answer naman. It's just a matter of speed. Lahat, meron lang talagang sobrang bilis magpindot ng answer. As in, sobrang bilis na, ewan ko ba, hindi na yata nagbabasa, pindot na lang. Kidding.
Ay,
But
sa
yun.
tax hindi pwede yun. Sa tax kailangan basahin mo talaga.
But sige.
Mami Shoni, mapipressure ka kaya? Hindi ka na rin magbasa?
Oo. Sabi ko nga kanina, naku, hindi pwede sa senior to, baka ma-high blood.
High blood yung mga senior niyan.
Seryoso masyado.
Nagpapawis na nga ako, Mami Shon eh. Tapos ang taas, mula 3:30 hanggang anong oras yun, grabe.
Vertigo yung tatay dyan.
Pero
Hi,
ang
guys.
saya
Continue
lang
kayo,
din.
and
Nice
then
experience.
I'll catch up
Yeah,
with you guys
excited.
tomorrow.
Exciting nga yan.
Abang-abang kayo sa announcements, ha? And then sa mga hindi pa nagme-member sa YouTube, kung gusto niyong, have an insider information of what's going on, again, just to get ahead, I'm promoting the membership because, we meet there almost on a daily basis, and we really do the work there. We talk about everything, anything under the sun. Yeah. So that's about it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Exit muna ako, ha?
Next, ano na po? Kay Joel's
Bye.
team na. Guys, turn si Kelly. Andito ba si Kelly?
Wala po. Si Miss Cherry na yung host.
Naka-ready na
Cherry,
po ba
ikaw
yung...
ang host, pero yung next team na, di ba?
Yes po.
Si-
Naka-ready na po ba
sige
yung
po.
next presenter? Marie Chris?
Naka-ready na ata sila, Joel.
Okay
Team
na po,
Joel.
ready.
Okay, pwede naman maaga pa.
Go,
Sige po,
go,
Maiksi
kung
lang
ano
yung
lang
ano
yung
niya lang
mag-cover.
kasi intro lang naman.
Ayan pala
lang
si,
yata
ayan
ang
pala
ano
si
eh.
Joel. Okay.
Maiksi lang ang huling module.
Okay po, introduce ko lang po. Bale, sa team namin, parang yung iba po ay inactive. Dalawa lang kami ni Arnold as of now. Pero nakamonitor naman po yung iba. At anytime pwede silang maki-join, and then tawag dito. Ako po yung TL, pero ang magli-lead po ngayon ay si Arnold kasi siya po yung mayroong tax and bookkeeping background. Accounting practicing na po din siya. Matagal na rin po. Ako naman po ay newbie lang at bago lang pong nag-aaral ng accounting or bookkeeping. And then may goal din po ko sa goal for tax preparation. So Arnold, take the floor now.
Anong floor? First floor? Second floor? Magandang gabi, mga kabayan.
Any floor.
Good evening po, Your Honor.
I'm Arnold, BS Commerce Accounting graduate. So BS Commerce, alam niyo na yun. Matagal-tagal na yun. 4-year course pa yung accounting nun. Experience, nag-start ako sa bank as junior auditor. Napunta ng branch accounting, napunta ng loans, naikot ko sa bangko. Kala ko kasi dati yun yung magandang way eh, pero hindi pala. Wala palang progression yun. So yung mga working student ngayon, no, nag-start pa lang, gawa kayong roadmap kung ano yung career na gusto nyo para maayos yung growth. So yun, nagbangko, and then nung hindi nagsawa, napunta ng BPO for like almost 11 years hanggang mag-COVID. Nung nag-COVID, nag-work from home na lang. Yun. So ako yata ang magna-navigate. So paano kung siya?
Click
I
nyo na
we
po yung
we
Share
share.
will
screen po.
share screen. May nangihingi ng background. Pick up line muna bago mag-start ng presentation. Meron ba akong pick up line? Baka maubos yung oras eh. Sa next section, magbabaon ako.
Yung first floor, yun na yung pick-up line.
Share. Ito. Share entire screen.
Arnold, may request si JR from the chat box. Show us
Ano?
your
Ako
face
din,
now.
ako
Sure.
din, request ko na.
Ayun,
Ayaw
may
ko
mga-
nung ano yan, avatar. Gusto
Show
ko
us
ng
your
real
face now.
Face. Baka mag-walk out kayo. Wait, saan ba yun? Teka.
Sa
Nasaan na ba ako?
video.
Ayan, naku. Naku,
Nakita
nakita na
ko
yung
na
mga
Facebook
kodigo.
ko. Kita
Nakita
na
namin
namin
yung Facebook
kayo
mo.
sa
Sa na
Facebook.
yung Facebook.
Ito.
Ala, ano yan?
Kita na namin kayo.
Naku,
Kagalang-galang.
baka may bank account dito ah.
Wala, na-screenshot na namin. Too late.
Nasaan ba yun?
Alin po,
Kailan?
sir? Go to the video.
Extra. Ayun.
Yeah.
Kita
Ayun.
na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the
Style.
topic we have is reconciling accounts and examining financial statement. Financial analysis, the bookkeeper's role. See the big picture. Do we need to read this? Is
Yes
this
po,
part?
lahat po.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Joel, would you like to read?
Yes. Di ba yun ang usapan natin na ako mag-read? Kayo
Okay.
ang mag-explain, di ba?
Okay.
Okay. As a bookkeeper, you play an important role in the financial analysis process. Understanding your responsibilities in this process allows you to work seamlessly with the accountant and business owner to produce the detailed and accurate financial records. The resulting financial data empowers the business stakeholders to make informed decisions about the health and direction of the business.
Okay, so basically, it's reinforcing what bookkeepers do with regards to business. And the bookkeeping glossary, we already know that. If you would like to review, just go over those letters. And next slide is what is financial analysis?
Financial analysis. Financial analysis involves reviewing and comparing a business financial performance over time. It allows business owners to monitor the financial health and performance of the business, identify potential risks and opportunities, and make financial decisions and plans. Financial analysis and accounting cycle. The financial analysis involves looking back at all the information collected during the accounting cycle to make sure it is correct, to see how well the business is doing, and identify where things need to improve.
Guys, remember this because most often it comes out on on the test. Uh, what FA means to the business owners. Remember these three. Four questions that's gonna ask select the all those that apply, and also this portion.
Yeah, and I also
Make sure it's correct, how well the business is doing, and the things that needs to improve. Remember those. It comes out on the test. Okay, next, Joel, please.
Okay, financial analysis and the accounting equation. One of the main themes in the accounting equation is that we must balance the equation in every step we take. Financial analysis considers this equation in a holistic way. How is the business doing this month versus last month? What is going well versus where are adjustments or improvements needed? So assets equals liabilities plus equity. That's the accounting equation.
Yeah, we always go back to this equation. There's no other way to go around this. And the first knowledge check. Remember what I told you earlier? What does financial analysis allow a business owner to do? Monitor the financial health and performance of the business. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes po.
Per perform audits to analyze and verify all the records and statements. Who would you like to answer? This one is a no
Audits, I think, is for accountant mainly.
for auditors. It's for auditors. So that's a no. Next option is prevent and reduce tax penalties and errors.
No.
No, we don't do that using FA. Next is identify potential risks and opportunities. Yes, this is possible with FA. And then, of course, make financial decision and plans. We submit. May analysis ba ako niyan? Yes. So I said B, perform audits, mostly what auditors do. Letter C option is prevent and reduce tax penalties. Usually it's to upgrade you do that by upgrading internal controls or improve yung tax compliance. Yun. So next,
Next,
Joel.
the role of the bookkeeper. Financial analysis is usually completed by accountants, but bookkeepers ensure that everyone has accurate financial data to work from. Select the plus icons to open and learn more. Bookkeepers keep accurate financial records. Bookkeepers track financial transactions and reconcile the books, providing business owners with a complete financial picture of the business. Accurate financial records are vital for the success of any business. Bookkeepers should consult clients for the appropriate frequency of running reports. They may also run reports for accountants to conduct thorough financial analysis. Bookkeepers need to know where to find answers to financial questions and understand how all the financial statements are interconnected. They should also understand how making changes in one area can impact the numbers in other statements. accountants versus bookkeepers. Those who are new to or unfamiliar with the financial industry may use the terms bookkeeper and accountant interchangeably, but there are a few important distinctions. Bookkeeper. A bookkeeper is responsible for maintaining accurate financial records, such as recording and verifying daily financial data. They ensure financial reports are accurate and summarize information for the accountant, as well as the business owners and stakeholders. Accountant. An accountant uses the reports and information provided by the bookkeeper to analyze, interpret, and evaluate the financial health of a business. This financial analysis enables the business to make informed, data-driven decisions. Accountants typically have a degree and or certifications to provide financial and tax advice.
Okay, so important to remember who is doing financial and tax advice. It's the accountant. This one comes out on the test often.
Although bookkeeper may be asked to provide tax advice, assess business health, or analyze data and offer recommendations, it is important to note that a bookkeeper is not certified to provide these services. In such cases, it is advisable to refer the client to an accountant.
Okay. Another knowledge check. Which of the following statement is true about the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant? A bookkeeper is responsible for the preparation of financial statements, while an accountant is responsible for the oversight of the work of the bookkeepers. First part, yes. The second part is no. The accountant, unless assigned, they don't normally do oversight for bookkeepers. The second is a bookkeeper is responsible for the day-to-day recording of financial transaction. That's correct. While an accountant is responsible for the analysis and interpretation of financial data. So this is true. The third option, a bookkeeper is responsible for the provision of tax advice. So that's wrong. Again, bookkeeper don't do that. Well, while accountant can do it. And accountant is responsible for the preparation of FS. No, the bookkeeper do the FS in this case. So the second is the option is the correct one. Joel?
That's right. Bookkeepers generally handle the day-to-day recording of financial transactions, while accountants focus on analyzing and interpreting the data to assess the overall health of the business and provide guidance and recommendations to the client.
Which of the following tasks are typically performed by a bookkeeper? Select all that apply. Record financial transaction, that's what we do. Analyze is the keyword here. We don't do that. Provide tax advice, tax, we don't do that. Prepare FS, yes, we do that.
That's
So,
right. Bookkeepers generally don't analyze financial data, nor do they provide tax advice, but they do record transactions and prepare statements to pass along to the accountant.
thank you. Are we going too fast? Guys?
No po, okay lang.
Okay. May cheat code kasi ako dito. Code ko.
Okay lang kung magkodigo. Natural lang yan.
Okay, the next question is, which of the following tasks are typically performed by an accountant? This time is for the accountant. Select all that apply. Record, of course, bookkeeper yan. Analyze, accountants analyze. They do provide tax advice. We have that question earlier, right? Oversee the work of bookkeepers. That's a no. Prepare financial FS. That's us. Assess. Overhaul of the business. That's an accountant's work. Let's see. Any violent interaction? Yeah, one of the questions earlier is what overseeing, and that's no. Oh yeah. Okay, let's try. Okay, so it's okay. Joel, please read.
That's right. Accountants typically provide tax advice, analyze financial data, and provide recommendations to the client and assess the overall health of a business. I think everybody got the correct answer.
Let's hear from a bookkeeper in the video. Okay, let's play.
Walang audio.
Wala pang audio.
Oh, sorry. So unshare, stop share.
Yes po. Tapos share ka, reshare ulit. Tapos on the right side, you will see a menu which says share audio or sound.
Right side, record share.
Share audio or sound.
We have classic.
On the right side, my choices,
Recording.
there's choices.
I got captions, docs, notes, meetings. Where is that? Audio.
Once you click the share, it will appear on the lower right side.
Share soon.
Share screen
Okay.
again. Did you?
Share sound. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Let's play again.
Wala pong
Wala
audio.
pa rin.
Wala pa rin.
Huh? What? Lumas ng kabupuhan sa technology. Wait lang.
Try again, sir.
Share. Share sound. Share options. Do you need to click on share Zoom windows?
No.
Just share sound, right?
Yes po.
Simple share lang po. Share sound get done.
Wala pa rin.
Paano nga po ng cursor mo? Baka naka-off yung sound niyan.
Sound where?
Sige, on mo nga siya. Tapos yung cursor mo ilagay mo sa baba ng video. Baba. I-on mo muna siya. Baka kasi naka-off yung sound niyan. Ay, hindi naman. Naka-on siya eh.
Basahin na lang yung transcript.
Transcript na lang.
Transcript na lang po. Basahin ko.
With feelings na lang, Joel.
Okay. Transcript. It's really important to develop a strong relationship. Sorry for the feelings. With your clients as well as with their accountant. You want to work in tandem with them to make sure that everyone is on the same page of what each other's responsibilities are. As with any job, understanding expectations on all sides is key. With the accountant, talk about what are they expecting you to do with regard to the books, and in turn, what do you need them to do in order to help you do your job productively. With your client, it's necessary to be upfront. Don't be afraid to ask questions and outline exactly what your scope of work is going to be. Things like, I'm going to be doing this and this. Is there anything else that I can do that I can help you with or take off your plate? Maybe they want you to go through their transactions and make sure they're coded to the proper accounts. I do this a lot for clients. So set up a schedule with your client. For example, I usually meet with my clients and go through this monthly. You want to make sure to understand what each party is responsible for. We don't want to duplicate work or assume something is already happening when it's not. By working together, you can ensure that your client's financials are accurate and up to date. Let's take another look at the accounting cycle. A bookkeeper there are some very specific tasks to perform at key points in the accounting cycle to ensure accurate financial records and the statements are prepared. Let's look at those tasks.
Okay, just basically just going back to the accounting cycle. This one, John.
Okay. Record and close transactions. In the second step of the accounting cycle, you will reconcile the books. This is the process of verifying the data in your accounting software or ledger against a trusted source. Compare the books to bank statements and other source documents to ensure they are accurate and up to date. Take action to resolve any errors you find. Step 6, prepare financial statements. In the sixth step of the accounting cycle, you will examine financial statements to understand how all these statements work together to create a holistic picture of the financial state of a business. Look for overall financial trends and provide statements to accountants for in-depth analysis. This helps accountants assess the business financial health and provide accurate guidance and recommendations. Next, use the financial statements to compare expenses against the budget and ensure the business is on track. Then next, last, calculate ratios to assess the health of the business in terms of several metrics: liquidity, profitability, efficiency, and solvency. Knowledge check. Which step?
Okay.
Okay.
Another knowledge check. So which step is used by the bookkeeper to create a holistic picture of the financial state of the business? What's your answer? Can you check Joel on the chat? So this one says to create a holistic picture. So it means the bookkeeper is summarizing what happened to the business. Summarizing is the preparing the financial statements.
Most of the answers are B. You will check. Correct. That's right. That's right. In the sixth step of the accounting cycle, a bookkeeper will examine the financial statements to understand how all the statements work together so they can create a holistic picture of the financial state of a business.
Okay. Summary activity time for some practice.
Setting the scene. Leona, the owner of an art and music store, needs some assistance with her financial records from you, her bookkeeper. Leona's question. I've been trying to track my inventory and sales for a while, but I'm just not good at it. My records are a bit of a mess. Can you help?
So what would you say if you are a bookkeeper? First is I can help you accurate I can help you keep accurate and organized financial records. Yes, we do that. Or would you say, have you reached out to your accountant? They can help with that. So this one, you're not confident as a bookkeeper. You'll net you'll need to get your records in order. Then okay, so you're asking the owner
Most
to to fix the record first. So the first one is the
yeah,
appropriate one.
the best answer is A. All yeah, everybody get the correct answer. Great job helping the client keep accurate financial records is one of the key roles of a bookkeeper. Let's move on. Leona's question. Thank you. I'm thinking about trying to open another store. While you're going through the records, can you tell me about the health of the business and let me know your recommendations?
Okay, so Leona's question is about the health of the business. So she's asking recommendations. What should you say or what will you say if you are the bookkeeper and not the accountant? Would you say I'd be happy to do that and help you make an informed decision? Are you able to do that as a bookkeeper? Definitely no. As a bookkeeper, I'm not really qualified to offer recommendations. You can contact your accountant. Yeah, this one is appropriate. You refer the business owner to the right person, which is the accountant. Third option is let me see what the records look like before I make any recommendation. So again, we don't, as a bookkeeper, we don't do that.
Okay,
So the
B is the
B.
correct. Yeah, also everybody get the correct answer. Great job. Accountants generally perform a financial analysis for a company and make recommendations based of that information. A bookkeeper's role is to provide the accountant accurate, up-to-date financial records. Leona's question again. Okay, that makes sense. But how do I know when to come to you for help and when to turn to my accountant?
Okay, remember the part about the bookkeeper's role and the accountant's role. So you are the bookkeeper, and this is the question, what would you say? I'm not sure. Let me get back to you on that. Can you say that to your client? No, they will look for another bookkeeper if you say. Next option or next selection. Accountants track business transactions and financial records and use the information to assess the health of business. Okay, so this is an accountant's what accountants do. The keyword is to assess the health. Bookkeeper's record, check accuracy, and summarize day-to-day financial data. Yes, that's a bookkeeper. Are you able to say accountants are expensive, so always go to a bookkeeper to save money? Of course not. So these two are correct. Do you agree, guys?
Yeah, most of the answers B
Agree.
and C.
Okay. Joel?
Correct. Great job. Accountants generally perform financial analysis for a business and make recommendations based off that information. A bookkeeper's role is to provide the accountant accurate, up-to-date financial records. Ulit-ulit lang. Okay, remember, a bookkeeper's job is to keep up-to-date, accurate financial records, while an accountant performs the financial analysis and makes recommendations.
Tapos na natin? Oh, tapos na pala. Oh, that's my score. Try again. Nakita pa tuloy yung score ko. Question number 1. What is the bookkeeper's role in financial analysis? First one is bookkeeper's role. Yes. Is this selective? Analyze, that's an accountant. Provide tax advice, that's an accountant. Assess, again, yung assess is an accountant. So the first one.
The best answer is A, and everybody get the correct answer. Correct. The bookkeeper's main role in financial analysis is to keep the accurate financial records that can help the accountant assess the health of the business and provide recommendations to the client.
Which of the following statements accurately describe the role of bookkeepers and accountants? Select all that apply. Bookkeepers are involved in tax planning and filing, while accountants focus on financial reporting. What's my... Medyo na-confuse ako. Tax planning, filing, no. Bookkeepers primarily handle the recording, yes. Payroll, yes. Invoicing. Accountants analyzing tax prep, yep. Bookkeepers play a crucial role in ensuring accurate and up-to-date financial records, that's correct. Accountants provide financial advice and guidance, that's correct. Bookkeepers are responsible for that's wrong, analyzing. Process day-to-day transactions, that's wrong. It's the bookkeeper. So the fourth one is the other way around. So second and third answer is correct.
Yeah, B and C is the best answers, and most of us got the correct one. Correct. Analyzing financial statements, tax filing, and financial advice are typically within the realm of accountants, whereas bookkeepers focus on recording and organizing financial records.
Question 3. During which step of the accounting cycle should the bookkeeper reconcile the books? So which step do we reconcile? When we prepare adjusting entries, when we collect
Hello? Sir, nawala kayo? Nawala yung audio niyo pala.
Nag-freeze na ata si Arnold.
It could happen.
Puso
Si Joel na
yata
lang
may...
ulit.
Ayun, andyan na ulit.
Diyan na?
Joel na.
Yeah,
Joel na lang
andyan na siya
ulit.
ulit.
Ayan.
Hindi
Joel,
ko
ikaw naman.
ma-navigate.
Ay, oo nga, yung QBO kay
Nasa
Opo.
kanya.
So, tapusin na lang natin to. Tapos, kasi 9 na din. Nasa na ba
Ay,
si,
oo.
si Arnold?
9:03 na pala.
So, bukas na lang i-continue.
Opo.
Nawala na siya eh.
Baka nag-brown out sa kanila.
Ay,
Sa
baka.
DSAID.
Malamang
Oh, so
internet
guys,
connection.
Che, ano?
Okay lang naman po. Kung kaya mo i-proceed, Joel, sayang ito, questions na lang.
2 questions na lang eh. Share ka na lang, Joel, ng iyong yung QBO. Meron ka ba? Wala nga pala. Wait, I'll try nga to share my QBO.
2 questions na lang, sayang mabibitin pa tayo.
Yes, please, tuloy natin. Others can share.
Ay, hindi pala ako pwede mag-share. Miss Ging, di ba nag-share ka kanina ng
Yes.
QBO? Yung last
Yes.
question lang ng
Okay. Sige, open ko ulit. Try kong open ulit na mabilis.
para
Sana
bukas ibang topic naman tayo.
Okidoki. Kanta muna kayo while we're opening the...
Meron po akong QBO pero malayo pa ako sa topic.
Ah, Kanta ka muna,
Ang
Joel,
Pasko
with
Okay lang
ay
yan.
feeling.
Nandiyan naman si Ging.
sumapit. Tara,
Namamas
ready?
ko.
Isang
Ay, may
Queen of the
namamas
Fry
na.
muna.
Ready, sing. Ang Pasko ay sumapit.
Pit, pit.
Namamas ko na.
Ano po
Namamas.
yung
Ay,
topic?
mamamas ko tayo pang Bohol.
Module 4, Miss Gang.
Reconciling accounts and
Yes,
examining
yung
financial
Yes
statements, right?
po, yung pinakauna.
Okay po.
First topic.
Ito po.
Ang dali palang patawanin ni Jesus, no? Tuwang-tuwa eh.
Oh, kagabi pa siya. Kagabi
Oo
pa siya
nga.
tawa na tawa. Sa screen, kita-kita mo.
Nakita ko yung itsura niya.
Sir Arnold, nasan ka na?
Parang
Parang
feeling ko
Ayan,
nasa parang booth ng DJ, yung nag-ano ba ng drama. Kasi feel ng dalawa yung pagre-rep.
transcript with feelings. Okidoki.
pero kaboses talaga ni Joel si Gas Abel.
Soko.
Slow mo rin magsalita kasi.
ganun
Get
ba? Natsamba
started.
lang.
Joker
Ayun.
din ba yon?
Hindi si
Gas.
reporter, newscaster.
Parang sa ABS-CBN.
Seryoso yun eh. Si
Tama ba?
Arnold kasi Joker.
Last 3 questions.
King, nag-exam ka ba kanina, King?
I suck. So sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
Di ba masaya
okay.
naman?
I
No
accepted
worries.
it naman. So, it's fine.
That's okay. Saan na ba yun? Is this one? Ito na po ba? What is
Pinakahuli
Second to
po.
the last question.
Which
Second to the last.
Pinakahuli.
Third.
Pinakahuli pa. Down.
down, down, down,
Down.
down,
Down pa.
down.
Down.
Di ba may katang ganon? Down, down, down. Yesu, ano?
Lahat na lang ina-associate mo sa kanta eh.
Namakanta ulit si Jesu.
Yes,
Drag down mo na lang lahat.
Down
Ayan.
pa ulit po.
Pinakababa.
Down baka nakatwerk na si Miss Ging sobrang down.
Complete the content.
Complete. This one?
Ay, kailangan
Uy, hindi mo pa
sagutan.
ba?
Complete the
Kailangan
content.
sagutan.
You have
Okay.
to
I-submit lang
answer.
natin yan. Okay, ano bang sagot niyan?
Submit. Okay, submit.
What would you say?
This one.
Book
Yan.
account instructs me. Ayan.
What should I say? Okay.
Submit. Okay,
Continue.
see? Ay, try again. Sinaya mo na.
Kaya mo na siya. Babalikan na lang natin mamaya.
Ayan, yan na yun. Next. Sige, start.
Okay.
Okay. Ang
Alright.
sagot
What is
niyan,
the role?
keep financial records.
Accurate.
Yeah, yun.
Okay.
Submit.
Alrighty.
Huwag ka magkakamali,
Okay, next.
Marquis.
Which of the following sales credible?
Okay, baba, pangalawa.
BC
Submit.
BC daw.
B.
B and C.
BC. Yeah.
Okidoki.
And then submit.
Alright.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Okay. Ayan, dyan na tayo. Sige,
Okay.
Joel, red na.
Joel,
Taas ulit.
your
Okay.
turn.
3 of 5.
Next.
During which step of the accounting cycle should a
The
bookkeeper
bookkeeper
reconcile the books?
the books.
On the last step, I think.
Record and post.
Ay, di pala. Reconcile, financial.
Letter D
Step
daw.
6, di ba?
Record.
No, step 6 na yun. di ba?
Reconcile the
Letter D.
books
Oh.
Reconcile, guys.
Reconcile.
So,
Letter D.
post-transaction. D?
That's
No,
Is
after
this your final
reconciling,
answer?
I think after reconciling, you need to do the adjustment, right? If there is.
No. Adjustment is done after trial balance.
Basta ang sagot dyan, D.
Magtiwala tayo kay Dexter kasi tapos niya na to.
Up mo nga, gang, yung konti. 1, 2,
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Step
Yan, step,
Okay.
sige, pababa. Step 6.
Okay.
Yan.
Step 2.
Okay.
Record and post.
Okay, submit.
May explanation naman yan
Final
Pag nasubmit.
answer?
Ay, wala
Final
pala.
answer.
Iba pala to. Ayan.
Okay.
Correct.
Ayan, the
Ayan,
second
yan.
step
Okay.
is
The
a
second
accounting
step to
cycle before the
reconcile with
bookkeeping.
bookkeeper creates their adjustments, adjusted balances. They must first record and post transactions and reconcile the books.
Tatawanan. Alrighty. Thank you.
Meron pa?
Next question.
In the financial analysis process, why is it important for a bookkeeper to be familiar with the different financial statements? A, they use that data to assess the financial health of a business so the owners can make data-driven business decisions. Or next, they need to know how making a change in a one place can affect the numbers in another place. Next, they
B
use the
daw.
financial statements to prepare taxes for their clients.
B daw, B.
Tama sagot ni
Okay.
Dexter. Let's go with
May
Dexter.
Okay.
B.
B,
Letter
Wala po akong
B.
sagot dyan.
B.
let's
Submit.
Smith.
Sasagot na lang ako.
already correct. Bookkeepers need to
Alrighty.
know how all these statements are connected and how making a change in one place can affect the numbers in another.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
Number
Okay, last.
5.
Which of the following are common responsibilities of a bookkeeper? Select all
Reconciliation,
that
yes.
apply. So more than one
Reconciliation,
answers,
yes.
reconciliation, monitoring cash flow, performing financial audits, A and B, preparing tax returns, A and B, I think.
Okay. Correct.
Okay, correct. Bookkeepers typically perform reconciliations and monitor cash flow, but don't perform audits or prepare tax
Prepare
returns.
tax. Okay, submit. Pinadaliin, no?
Ito, except if you're from borderless
Nagmamadali kayo,
accountants.
Yes.
Pwede mag-prepare ng tax returns.
Yeah. But your title should be tax preparer, not bookkeeper.
Continue.
Continue or
Conclusion. Okay.
Ah,
Read the
Your-
conclusion.
You're one
you're
step
one step closer to being a bookkeeper. Palagi
Sorry,
na lang one step.
natatawa
Ha?
ako. Bumoses
Knowing the
na
important
talaga
role
si
you
Gas.
play in the financial analysis process is a key part of your journey to become a bookkeeper. Bookkeepers keep accurate financial records and often run reports for clients or accountants. In addition, you should be familiar with the different financial statements, what they are used for, and how making a change in one place can affect data in another.
Okay, submit. You've completed this module. Thank you, Joel.
Okay,
Okay.
welcome.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you, Joel.
For
Tomorrow
Thank you,
pala,
Gas.
na ibang
Thank you,
topic.
Gas.
Kami na yung
Congrats nga pala sa mga
top 10.
Yes,
nakasakay sa
congrats.
exams. Yeah.
You're one step.
You're
Yeah,
one step ahead.
for
one
being
step
a
every day.
bookkeeper.
Anyway,
Yes.
a journey starts with a single step.
Ilan
That's why
yung
we
nasa
always
team
remember.
natin?
Nicely
Chris,
done,
ilan sa team?
Joel.
Meron sa team natin, Marie Chris?
Ay, ewan ko, wala ata.
Hindi ko sure kung
Laglag
sino
ako
yung
eh.
hindi ko sure kung sino yung Merly eh. Kasi si Tita
Laglag
Merly,
ako eh.
Merly Durana pangalan kasi nun Merly.
Tay kami ni Miss Alma.
Hindi ko
Pari-pareho
sure
kami.
kung siya yun.
Huwag ka maingay.
Pareho
Top
kami
one.
nagagawa.
Guys, yung top 1 si Matt, Team Alma. Tapos si Lani, tsaka si Net. Tatlong alam ko sa akin nag-top.
Oh, very good. Yay!
Proud ate. Ang peg.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Woot woot. Alright. Done na ba si Joel? Is your team?
Done na.
Che,
Tomorrow
turn mo na,
is
Che.
ako. Kaya na. Thank you so much everybody. Bukas ulit.
Thank you so much, Joel and Arnold.
For those who wants to stay for tax review, you can do so.
Yep. Join us.
Sipag naman.
I-record to, mag-record.
Stop record ko na pala. Sorry.
Sipag ni Joby.
Sipag niyo naman. Mula 4:30, 3:30 pa. Out mo na ako, nanlalambot.